Okay, so this is the setup that we have. It's supposed to replicate what a Mark IV has, or even also a Mark III. So this is how it should be out of the box. You have your upper spring seat right here, your spring, and your lock ring should be loose. Okay, now what we realized in your picture, and we're going to confirm when we give you a call here in a sec, is that it wasn't your kit was a custom kit, so we believe that you are possibly missing the sleeve bushing, but we'll confirm with you when we speak to you over the phone. Now, this is a stock mount that Mark IV uses, or Mark III. This is the other top hat that goes in the strut tower. The bearing on the R mount is already in here. It does come out, but normally we leave it in there, okay? And what this bearing is supposed to sit on this cutout groove right here, okay? So what you do at this point, the spring is lower than this taper, if you notice. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this rubber mount with the bearing and you're just gonna lay it on top. As you can see, it's not touching, okay? But that's okay. Now, the next step is that you have to reuse that flat nut that's pretty flat from the factory. We don't have one here, so we're just gonna use this, but just, you remember, you'll use that flat nut that, from the factory. But for test purposes or display purposes, we're just gonna use this for now. At this point, you're gonna put this on, okay? And you're gonna tighten it down. You can tighten it by hand or an impact. I'm not gonna do that. I just wanna show you how it goes on. Once you're here, now you have to set the spring preload because you have this slot. You see this? But what we think your issue is, before we do all that, is you're missing the sleeve bushing that, like I said, we'll confirm when when we call you here shortly, is that you're missing this sleeve. And I'll show you here in a sec. This sleeve is like a spacer to take this space right here. So you're supposed to put that on there. Now it's the mount, and now you have more gap. You put the flat nut on from the factory. Now we're ready to set preload. So you have to raise the spring, raise the lock ring, okay? Start tightening by hand so it's snug. We're on there. Raise this, okay? Take your larger spanner wrench and start tightening until you get 5 millimeters, like this. So you can put this spanner wrench in between the two lock rings. Once you have enough space, you tighten these two together and you lock them. And then you're done. Then at that time, now you can install it in the car with the lower mount. Obviously we don't have one here. You go in to the hub, to the wheel well, then you put this on through the strut tower, and then you have your final locking nut on top, and then you're done. So again, Wes will be calling you after he sends you this video to confirm if you have that sleeve or not.